Welcome, everybody. We are so excited to host this live webinar with you. So whether this is your first time exploring natural fertility or if you've been on this path for a while, today is a space just for you. Okay, so we are here putting our expertise to your service today. So you're going to learn a method that has helped thousands of women and couples get pregnant naturally, including many who have been told that IVF was their only option. Okay? Today's session is not just about information, it's about transformation. So grab a notebook or a piece of paper, get cozy, and get ready to learn and get ready to take action. Okay? So for those of us who are joining now, if you can say in the chat box where you're from, let's make this a connected space and we will make it as interactive as we can. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so this is our agenda for tonight. So we'll begin by introducing ourselves and the team that's here with me today. So you get a sense of who we are and the heart behind this work and why we do what we do. And then we want to hear from you, whether you've just started trying to conceive or you've been trying for a long time. We want to hear where you're at in your journey so that we can help you best. And your experience and your journey truly matter to us. Okay, so you're welcome to share where you're at, what the doctors have told you, and what questions you're carrying, and we'll hold space for that. Next, we'll explore how fertility is typically treated in today's world. So as you know, often with a narrow medication-focused lens that overlooks the whole person. And we'll talk about why those conventional paths can feel frustrating and why they don't always lead to the baby, right? So very expensive, very complicated, very invasive, and with very poor success rates. So from here, we'll introduce you to our 3-part method, which is the exact framework that's helped thousands of couples conceive naturally here. We'll show you what makes it different and why it works even when your doctor has told you that IVF was the only option for you. Okay, we'll also share the story of one of our clients who's here today, a woman who, like many of you, had been through a lot, and through this transformation and this method, she is now the mom of an 8-month baby boy. And for those ready to move forward after, we can share how we can help you guys get pregnant naturally and how it would look like to work together. And we'll end with a Q&A. Okay, so we're very glad you're here. And let's get started. Next slide, please. Okay, so let me start by introducing myself. So my name is Sonia Ribas. I'm best known for helping women achieve their dreams of becoming a mother. Here you can see a picture of myself with my daughter. Next slide, please. I'm known as a mom health coach. I live between LA in California and Barcelona in Spain. That's where my accent is from. And I'm the mother of 2 boys and a girl. They are 12, 9, and 6 years old, 7 almost. I have an MBA. I'm a certified health coach and member of the International Association of Health Coaches. I have earned a variety of certificates on nutrition, women's health, women's hormones before, during, and after pregnancy, well-being, and I'm also a certified yoga and meditation instructor. Next slide, please. Over almost 20 years now, I can't believe it, 20 years, I've been a fertility, pregnancy, and postpartum coach. And I have helped thousands of couples reach their dreams of becoming parents. So I have a lot of babies all over the world. I'm also a consultant on women's health and fertility, and I'm also a speaker. So you might have seen me on fertility and pregnancy summits. I'm also an educator, a content creator for different fertility-related brands. And you might have also spotted me on different podcasts or on TV. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so I want to pause here and introduce someone very special to me and to this community. Her name is Spencer. Hi, Spencer. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm very excited to be speaking with everybody today, and I can just give a little rundown here of who I am, and we'll get more into my story later. But as Sonia so eloquently put it, I am the client success story here today. So I'm excited. I live in Virginia. I work in business consulting. And as you can see here, I was on quite the fertility journey myself. I'll get into my full story, but I do have an 8-month-old son. He'll be 9 months actually this week. And this program has truly changed my life. So I'm really excited to speak with you all more and answer any of your questions.
Thank you, Spencer. And also joining us today, we have Jackie, who is our team assistant. You want to say hi, Jackie?
Hi everyone. I'm Jackie. I'm Sonia's assistant for how many years now? Like more than 3 years, I think.
For you.
Um, yeah, however, I'm gonna take maternal leave because I'm actually pregnant and due in August. I'm quite sad and excited that I'm gonna be leaving Sonia because it's really fun to be here and all hearing the stories of all our clients. It's just magical. It's really good. So I'm excited for everyone that are here today.
Thank you. We are so, so blessed. Yes, we often say we have the best job in the world. And it is true that working in this team gets you pregnant. And actually, Spencer used to be my client, and she, for full transparency, she has now joined our team. You'll get to hear her story in a second. But after she had so much success in this program, she called me and she said, "Hey, can I join you guys? Like, it would be an honor for me to help other families, other couples complete their families." So that's how Spencer's here, super authentically. Okay, so we'll get to your story in a second. Next slide, please. Okay, so I want to take a breath and connect for a moment with those of you who are here today. So I'd love to know more about you. If you feel comfortable, pop into the chat what's your diagnosis, what your doctors have told you, how long you've been trying to conceive, and what kinds of things have you already tried. So the more you share about you specifically, the more we can help you today and troubleshoot where you are or give you pointers. Okay. So if you're comfortable, share in the chat box where you're at, how long you've been trying, and what your doctors have told you. If you don't feel comfortable sharing, you don't have to. But we want to give you the opportunity, since you're here today, to make this as personalized as possible for you guys. Okay, I don't think anyone's up for sharing, which is fine. Satnam, I'm 43 and been on DEPO for 2 years. Okay. Um, and for those 2 years, I guess I do want to have a baby naturally. Okay. 43, I've been trying for a year. Okay. I went through 3 rounds of IVF. Let me see. Oh, wait, I lost you. 3 rounds of IVF, got pregnant, and then had a miscarriage. And I'm 41. I'm so sorry. Okay. I've been trying for a year, diagnosed with PCOS, 28 years old, been trying for 1 year. Okay. I have one child, no issues to conceive, TT3 3 years, 4 miscarriages. I'm so sorry. That's a lot. Okay. Now undergoing IVF. Okay. So we can help you both try to get pregnant naturally or increase your chances at IVF. You know, sometimes IVF is helpful. What we would recommend, and I'll talk more about this later, is don't jump into IVF with being unprepared. Okay, IVF without preparation is a 20% success rate. IVF with preparation, like the program we're doing here, is 85% success rate. As a matter of fact, I work with clinics in Europe that require all their patients to do this program before they even attempt IVF. Okay, all labs normal, trying for years. Okay. My husband's fine. Okay. Your husband's count is fine. As diagnosed with POI. Okay. Yeah, when you have POI, egg quality needs to be your number one goal. So it's not so much about the number. That's good for everyone, but especially for POI. The numbers are not in your favor. So that means that the eggs you have remaining need to have the best possible quality. Okay, you're 34. You've been trying for about a year. Okay, still trying. Maybe my age. How old are you, Nadia? Been trying for 6 years and I have PCOS. Okay, we're very good at PCOS here. My aim age is 0.3. Okay, I've had people in our program get pregnant with 0.05 AMH. So even though your clinic will tell you that 0.3 is low, which obviously is not the highest, but it's still possible. Okay. So Jackie is offering you a link, which we will repeat through the session, for you guys to book a call with our team. Here we will troubleshoot as much as we can, and we will talk about everything as much as we can, but we won't have time for every specific person or everything you need, right? So the next step for you is to book a call with our team so we can dive deeper into your circumstances and see how we can help you. Okay, so we will be repeating that link, but grab that link and book a call with our team so we can help you. Okay, so you had Catherine had a chemical in February. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I see, as you can see, guys, you're not alone. Lots of loss, lots of challenges. Stay here. You're in the right place today to learn a lot about how to improve your chances. Okay? Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so let's talk about something that so many women feel but rarely say out loud. And I want to extend that not just to women, but to couples in general. So fertility today often feels like a numbers game, right? Your age, your AMH, your FSH, like all these numbers. And it's easy to feel like you're being reduced to statistics. So then come the endless protocols, the supplements, the cycles, the scans, the shots, all while trying to manage your real daily life and your emotions and your relationships. It's exhausting. And through it all, most women feel really lonely and isolated. There's a lot of pressure to stay positive, pressure to make decisions quickly, pressure to stay hopeful, even when you're quietly falling apart. For many, it feels like everything leads straight to IVF. So if you've been in a fertility clinic, the chances that you've been pushed into IVF are very, very high. So whether you're ready or not, you will be faced with this kind of like, I call it abusive narrative, where they make you feel like the world's coming to an end if you don't do IVF. And while IVF can be a good choice for some, it's not the only path. As a matter of fact, it is estimated that 50% of IVF cases are not needed. So here's the question I want to open up today. What if there's another way? What if your body just needs the right environment and not more pressure? So that's what we're here to explore together. Okay, next slide. So this is one of the most important things that I can share with you today. You are not broken. If no one else has said that to you yet, let me be the first. You are not broken. So many women come to me feeling like they're doing everything right. The tracking, the testing, taking all the supplements, and still not getting pregnant. And because of that, they start to believe that the problem must be them. But the truth is, this is oh, let's try.
And so Jal is fully extended.
I'm trying to, let's mute ourselves. The truth is that this is not about trying harder. It's about trying differently. Okay, so your fertility is not just physical. It's also emotional. It's also energetic. It's also spiritual, right? If you hear some of my videos or some of my talks, I always talk about the fact that The human system is more than your body. It's an ecosystem where everything is interrelated. The physical, the emotional, the mental, the energetic, and the spiritual. It's all interconnected. So I can give you all the broccoli in the world, but if you have trauma stored in your subconscious from past trauma, that might hold a pregnancy. Or for some people, it might be something that happened in their childhood. So we need to address everything and leave no stone unturned, not just the physical and definitely not just the reproductive system. Okay? Even if your labs look perfectly on paper. So you don't need more pressure. You need a softer, deeper, smarter approach, one that honors all of who you are and not just your reproductive system. So that's the shift that we're here to make today. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is our three-part system, okay, to move away from the noise, the pressure, and the one-size-fits-all protocols, and instead step into a more grounded, aligned, and effective way to support your fertility. So let me walk you through the method that has helped thousands of women get pregnant naturally, even after years of trying, even after miscarriages, failed IUI or IVF, or unexplained infertility diagnosis. So this is the heart of the fertility solution, and we call it the three-part method, and it's designed to help your body remember how to be fertile, which is something natural. Because it hasn't forgotten, it's just inflamed and overwhelmed. I always tell people you are not infertile, you are inflamed. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so the first step is what we call detox. Okay, so before we can build a fertile foundation, we have to clear what's in the way. We have to remove the obstacles. That includes inflammation, gut imbalances, environmental toxins, poor liver function, blood sugar dysregulation, and even unresolved emotional patterns. These things quietly tell your body that now is not a safe time to conceive. So we work gently with a food, targeted supplementation, movement, stress management, circadian rhythms, and nervous system support to create an internal environment where fertility can return and where your body will say yes to a pregnancy. Next slide, please. So step 2 is nourish. Once we've cleared the blocks, we shift into rebuilding, renourishing. This is where we deepen your nutrient stores, support your hormonal communication, and replenish your body on a cellular level. But we also focus on emotional and energetic nourishment because stress, fear, self-doubt, and burnout are real blocks too. So we guide you to reconnect your body with compassion. You'll learn how to regulate your nervous system, reset your mindset, and bring joy and pleasure back into your daily rhythm because fertility flows where safety lives. So when I get people on board, I see most of you come to me very disempowered because you've been told no. You've been told, no, you can't. You need to restrict this. You need to restrict that. Everything is restrictions and no's. When you work with us, we are into the world of yeses. So what can you do? How can we empower you? How can we make you and your whole system believe that this is a possibility and that you will get there? Okay, so we go from the world of no's to the world of yeses. Next slide. And step 3 is my favorite, which is flow. Okay, this is where it all becomes personalized and you find your groove, you find your way of doing things. Why? Because I firmly believe in the concept of bio-individuality, which means that what works for your friend, what works for your cousin, what works for your sister might not work for you. Okay, not two fertility journeys are the same, and no two women in our program follow the exact same path. So flow is about fine-tuning, and this is where we learn what your body responds to, what rituals work for your life, and how to bring ease into your specific process. It's also about stepping into your feminine rhythm, one that honors your intuition, your cycles, and your needs. So in flow, we achieve what we call a state of homeostasis. That's where all your body functions work optimally. And that's where we see miracles happen, because that's finally when your body can say yes to a pregnancy. Next slide, please. Okay, so when detox, nourish, and flow work together, we create the exact conditions that your body needs to do what it already knows how to do, which is create and carry life. Next slide, please. So this method is not extreme, it's intelligent, it's nurturing, and aligned with how your body truly works. And when you give your body what it's been quietly asking for, guess what? Fertility becomes possible again. Next slide, please. Okay, so now let's talk about real life with real people and real examples. So I want to focus on a real story, because everything we talk about here is not a talk the talk, but it's also walk the walk with real people and real babies. So I'm going to hand it over to Spencer so you can hear it directly from her. So Spencer, thank you for being here again.
Sure.
And I'll let you take it from here.
Perfect. Yeah. So I just want to kind of share my challenges, because everyone's being so open and vulnerable, which honestly is beautiful to see, because that's kind of part of this process. So I was trying, my husband and I were trying for a year to get pregnant. And at the time I was 29, everything looked normal, right? They would tell me it's a case of unexplained infertility. I went to my doctor and I was handed basically a note, a card to basically go, a business card to a fertility clinic. And I thought to myself, wow, there's got to be a different way to go here. It seemed pretty severe and pretty intense for me to go from perfectly healthy and my husband perfectly healthy to now we need to go through such an intense process as IVF. So I started to look more into holistic approaches to fertility. And that's how I found this program. And that's how I came across Sonia and her team. And what I really want to emphasize is jumping into like these conversations. It's like, okay, you know, there's a little bit of skepticism, like, how's this actually going to work, right? Like, how is anything that I'm doing now, like, not just the same as this, right? But I think really following this detox, nourish, and flow process to a T with the coaching is what really helped guide me to a successful pregnancy. Just kind of before I get into that, I did experience a loss right upon meeting Sonia. And it was really challenging because, you know, I was vulnerable and open with her about how excited I was, as we probably all can relate to, in finding out that I was pregnant, just to have that loss. And she really helped empower me. She talked about empowerment earlier. She told me there's nothing wrong with you, right? Like, let's walk through this together. And I think really for me, that was one of the most pivotal and important steps for me to realize, is that I am not broken. You are not broken. You just have to take a different approach. Like she was saying, work smarter, right? We don't always have to work harder. We have to work more intentional. So in that, I was able to work with Sonia and her team, and I really identified for myself where the inflammation was in my life. Firstly, was that about my body? Maybe partially, right? But there were other areas within me that really needed to be detoxed. And we identified that. And we identified what my recipe for success within the program was going to be. And it was such a beautiful journey. I will tell you, I found out I was pregnant a month after I started working with Sonia. So I really took it seriously. Obviously, she was taking it seriously. And we achieved that, right? But it goes beyond that, because then she was there with me through my pregnancy. And we were able to just go on this beautiful journey together. And now my son is almost 9 months old. So I can truly say that without having this plan, not only would I have been kind of lost and discouraged, but I also would have felt like my only option was to go down a more intense route, right? And that's not to say that like Sonia said, that IVF or IUI or other methods can't be helpful, but I think this is the one that we need to fully go through to realize that our bodies are capable of being fertile on their own. And I think that's what it showed me. So that's kind of my story. Obviously it's difficult. And again, I appreciate everyone's vulnerability. It's difficult to be vulnerable about these things, but having this community, I just want to say, having this community here, people who understand what you're going through, was so helpful for me, because we're always getting invited to a baby shower, or our sister is pregnant, or our mom said, oh yeah, it never was hard for me to have a baby. Like, yo, just go on vacation. Like, we hear all these things, right? And that's not what it's about. It's about what we're doing right here. So I hope that helps a little bit, but I just wanted to share with you all that you're in the right spot, you're safe, and we're excited to help you all get pregnant and have a beautiful little baby. And my baby sits right over there usually. So happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Spencer. Next slide, please.
So I also just wanted to speak to this pyramid. So in the process, we go through all of these things are going to be covered in the modules and in the program that we're offering. So when I started, I really had no idea kind of how many different areas were actually affecting my fertility. And I used to think, you know, supplements, tracking ovulation, those are kind of the basics. And I was like, I'm kind of already doing that. But I think what the program showed me is like so much more than that. And you can kind of see how it filters out here. But we looked at everything. We looked at my nutrition, my hydration, my movement, my sleep. I never was thinking about sleep. Like, I just get the amount that I think I need, right? But how does that affect things? My mindset, how I was handling stress. That was a big one for me. My mindset and stress was affecting my body. I had never really made those connections until doing this program. How were these things really affecting my fertility, mind, body, and soul? So what changed everything for me was just how personalized it really was. And honestly, working with Sonia, having checkpoints and having a program to follow, a plan that was not generic, it showed me what I needed and what my body needed to be ready. So the crazy part of all of this is actually, like, instead of feeling overwhelmed, I was feeling empowered. Instead of feeling broken or anything else, I finally felt like I was doing something that was moving the needle forward and making a difference. Like, I was attracting the pregnancy that I wanted, not forcing it. And it can seem so forced sometimes, right? Like, I have to, you know, have sex on this day, or I'm ovulating right now, this has to happen. And we just know that the most beautiful things are organic. So I just wanted to kind of talk to that a little bit more. And honestly, this showed me what was missing for my recipe, and everyone's recipe is going to be a little bit different.
Absolutely. And I remember in your case, something that was important as well is obviously, as you said, shortly before we met, you miscarried. I remember we did a lot of work about isolating and separating every pregnancy. So the next time you got pregnant, obviously you were apprehensive about, is this going to happen again? You know, like, once you've gone through loss and when you've gone through trauma, like, obviously it you know, it stays with you. And I remember we worked a lot and we did quote unquote therapy to isolate and to give this new pregnancy a solid chance, this new baby a solid chance of being unique and being an individual, and it being a beautiful pregnancy that was not related to the previous loss.
Absolutely. And I think that connection is so important, because we feel as women like we're the ones that it's our fault or our success, and it's just not true. So Sonia really helped guide me through that. And it took this immense amount of pressure off of me. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes, and you said it many times, and I also want to highlight it again. So here you guys see a list of topics we cover. Two things on that. The first thing is that everything we offer is backed by research, which is why our success rate is so high. So we don't just like woohoo through fertility, but we talk about everything that has been backed by papers. As a matter of fact, I was hired to build the fertility department of Nestle Health Science. We built an app together, and they scrutinized everything that we do here, their legal department. And they were shocked to see that everything we offer here is backed by research, which is why they adopted all the recommendations. And the second thing is that we really roll up our sleeves and go in the trenches with you guys to land all these into your reality. Okay, so I'm a very results-oriented person, very action-oriented person, and all this is fun and great. But if we cannot find a way for you to implement all this into your life, we are not helping you. So what truly, truly matters is that we do everything we can to parachute into your life and to understand your reality. You know, at what time do you wake up? Where do you work? What are your stressors? What are the toxins that you're exposed to? What's going on in your day-to-day life? Because that will make up your fertility. Not what happens once in a blue moon, but what happens in your everyday life. So I've been told, and this is true, that not only is this the most comprehensive program out there, but also the most real one, in the sense that we truly, truly try to parachute into your life and understand what your reality is. And I think that was also something that helped move the needle for you, Spencer.
Absolutely.
Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so I want to take a moment to speak directly to that voice inside of you that might still be wondering. So what if it's too late for me? What if I've missed my chance? What if it's not going to happen? Let me be clear. You are not too old, you are not too late, and you are not out of options. I've coached women in their late 30s, in their early 40s, some even 45, 46, 47, who've been trying for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, 15 years, and they've gone on to have healthy pregnancies and beautiful babies. Not because of luck, not because of shortcuts, but because they finally received the right kind of support that honored their whole self and not just their lab numbers. Okay? So you're here today because there's still something inside of you that believes this is possible. And I want to say that that part of you is right. Thousands of women have done this, and if it's possible for them, then it's possible for you too. Next slide, please. And let that land for a moment. No, you're not too old. No, you're not too late, and you are not out of options. There is a way forward, and you don't have to figure it out alone. So now, if what we've shared tonight resonates with you, if something inside you is saying, maybe this is what I've been missing, maybe this is a possible solution for me, then I want to invite you to take the next step with us and show you exactly what's waiting for you inside the Fertility Solution. Next slide, please. Okay, so the Fertility Solution is our program. It's an online coaching program, and it's 6 months. We're going to spend together 6 months. Why? Because the eggs you're going to be ovulating in 4 months are starting to grow now. So that means that I need at least 4 months with you to optimize your egg quality. In all the conditions you guys have been describing earlier, your egg quality will make the whole difference. If you have good eggs, you have a good chance at creating good embryos that will result in healthy babies. Okay? So we will spend 6 months together. The program is designed to walk you through every phase of your fertility transformation, from confusion to clarity, from depletion to nourishment, from frustration to real results. So inside, you'll follow our proven 3-part method, DETOX, Nourish, and Flow, through a guided video curriculum that you can access anytime, okay? So the first tool is education, and we have a curriculum which is structured in 16 modules, and you'll go through that. It's short videos, bite-sized videos, and worksheets. lots of recipes, a customized meal plan, lots of workout videos, lots and lots of tools, and all in bite sizes. So you can navigate that at your own time, and it's based in a very, very nicely structured way where we leave no stone unturned. You also receive live group coaching every week with me. So I have 2 group sessions per week, and we go deep, we troubleshoot, we celebrate every small win together. My girls call it the group hug because it's just really nice and therapeutic to share with other women who are in the same season in life. You also have private one-on-one coaching sessions with me, and you'll never feel that you're guessing without talking to me. So I will step in as the co-pilot in the journey to your baby. You're always the pilot, obviously, but I'll step in as your co-pilot. Okay, so I'll be here to answer all your questions and navigate you through this path. And you also can text me all the time. Okay, so think about it like I'm stepping in as your co-pilot, and you can talk to me, like you can text me anytime you want. Obviously, allow me for a few hours to get back to you because I'm busy, but I'll get back to you. And this is important. I want you to feel supported. I don't want you to feel isolated anymore. And also, I want you to be able to turn your back to Dr. Google and be in a place where another person does the thinking for you, which is highly refreshing, and you step into execution and into giving me feedback. With that feedback, I can personalize things for you. Okay, so whether you're having a weird cycle day or an emotional moment or a question about supplements, you have support in real time. Okay. And one of the most beautiful things is our beautiful community. We have a private community of women who are walking this path together, women who get you, who see you, who understand you, and who will celebrate you and your milestones along the way. Okay, so this group hug, my girls call it the group hug, and I love it because it truly is not just an isolated journey, but also a journey that you are doing with a good community of women who are in the same season. So this is not a course, it's a full container of support, okay? And it's helped thousands of women just like you step out of fear and into their fertility. Next slide, please. So as a thank you for showing up tonight, for being open and engaged, and willing to look at a different path, we want to offer you something special. Okay, so if you're ready to take the next step and join the Fertility Solution, we are giving you $500 off our enrollment, okay, your enrollment. This offer is only available to those of you who are here tonight, and it's valid this week only. Okay, so this is our way of saying we see you, we believe in you, and let's walk this next chapter together. Next slide, please. So if you're feeling that gentle yes inside you, the part of you that knows that this is the kind of support that you've been searching for, the next step is very simple. So Jackie is going to share in the chat box, and we also have it here, the link to book a Fertility Insights Call with someone from my team. This is a private one-on-one call where we will ask you and your partner to be there together, and we'll take a look at your full history, your goals, and any barriers that you've been facing, and we will help you map out your ideal fertility plan. This is also how Spencer got started. So this call is the call that might change your entire life. We take it very, very seriously. So if you do book a call with us, make sure that you confirm your call the day before. We will text you to confirm it. We need your confirmation, and also make sure you show up, because if you don't show up, then you'll lose the chance to work with us. Okay, so yeah, just by showing up today, you'll be able to claim your $500 discount. So at your call, say you were in the live webinar and you get $500 off, and that will go towards your full program. Okay, spots are limited, and when we fill up, we fill up. I work with a limited number of women because I am very dedicated to my work, and my work is highly vocational. I'm a single mom of 3 kids, but it is my passion to see you guys succeed in becoming moms. but I don't have unlimited capacity. So once we are at capacity, that's when we have to close our doors. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, so now let's open it up. So I want to hear what's on your heart, what's on your mind, what still feels confusing or overwhelming. If you have questions for us, or for me, or for Spencer, or for Jackie, who's now pregnant and about to go maternity leave. There's not such a thing as a silly or irrelevant question. Your experience matters to us. And let's move through the doubt together and bring you some clarity on your next steps. So if you have questions, please ask in the chat box. I am told after taking Diponon help. Sorry, I don't understand the question. Can you elaborate on the question, Satnam? Have you worked with couples with male factor infertility as well? Yes. So today's presentation, I'm aware, was more focused on the female side. We have the realities that we support both members of the couple. We have an entire module dedicated to male factor. Your male partner is invited to the private coaching sessions, so you can show up as a couple there, or he can book his own calls with me. And the entire program is valid for both of you. So yes, we are very good at improving semen numbers and quality and all that. Okay, so you've been told that after taking Depo-Provera, there's no chance for me to get pregnant again, even IVF won't work. I would need to see your labs for that. So let's have this conversation offline and understand exactly more where you're at. So book a call with the team, and we can dive deeper into this situation, okay? And make sure you send us your labs. Let's see. Okay, so the cost of the program typically is $5,800. That's for the full program. So if you're here today, you get $500 off. If money is, I highly recommend for you to get the full program because that's when you get all the tools that we've been discussing. However, if you say, hey, this looks like an amazing match, but I really, really just don't have the money now, we have simplified versions of our program that could work for you with less coaching and less support on this side. But if you are self-motivated, they can be equally effective. I did for Friday. Okay, you have a call. Fantastic. Also, we have 2 people taking calls in my team today, or as of today. We have Spencer's one of them. So if you get Spencer in the call, she can answer more about her specifics. And we also have Natalia. So you might have Natalia on your call. She's been a consult specialist for us for a long time as well. She knows a lot about fertility. So if you get her, you also have a great meeting. Any more questions?
Sonia, can I pop in real quick to add something?
Sure.
I was just gonna say I highly recommend. I was on the other side of this not too long ago, about a year and a half ago ish. So get on a call with us because we want to see what your recipe is going to be for success. And I know for me, like, cost was a big thing. It's everybody wants to hear about the money part of it, but we can make things work for you. So not only with the program recipe for you, and I'm saying recipe because we do customize it for you, but also in terms of payment. So let's just get on a call and chat about it. I was a little skeptical too. So I just wanted to add that. I was being told, to go down the IVF route, which I'm sure nobody is a stranger to knowing, like that was like $30K. So I just wanted to speak to that because we want to talk, we want to learn more about your specifics. And I think that will help understand if we are a good match. So we're open to those conversations and would love to give you more information on whatever you need.
Yes, exactly. And also, depending on your story, we might suggest a program or another program. So don't get discouraged by numbers. At the same time, as Spencer said, IVF is at least $30,000 today in the United States, and the success rates are no higher than 30%. Our success rate here is about 70%. And it's a much more natural approach that works with your body instead of trying to force your body into something you might not be ready for. So even if you have a condition that requires IVF, then I would suggest that you take it seriously and truly increase your chances of success by preparing your system. Okay, Kayla has a call next Wednesday. Can't wait. I'm so excited for you. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the $500 off offer is only valid this week. Okay, so please use this week as the opportunity to get a call with the team. Okay, any other questions, ladies? Honestly, I'm skeptical.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
Sonia.
go for it.
Can I say something? Yeah, you know what, Jess? Working for so many years with Sonia right now, I myself have been skeptical too. Like, it's online. Everything is online. And you don't know what's gonna happen online, Like when we met, I was like, really? Is this true? I have those questions to myself too. But when I saw drastically all the changes that happened, even though I was not a direct client of Sonia, but I was able to catch things that actually isn't evident right now because I am pregnant. And she doesn't know it, but yeah, I take notes of the things that she actually tells people. I want to cry. It's weird because of my hormones. So it's just crazy. And I understand that you might feel skeptical because you see everything everywhere, right? But honestly, once you are on the other side and once you talk to Natalia or Spencer, the stories of the people who have been with us, it's just really life changing. Like, okay, wow, it was like an aha moment once it's there. So just give it a try. It's after all, it's a free consultation. It doesn't hurt anyone. So if you want to like have an hour or two to talk with your husband or your partner and then dive in with us, then you will know, okay, yeah, it's something I want to try. It's something that's different. You will know it once you're there in the call.
Yeah, I
Just
understand
that,
being skeptical and being nervous. I'm always skeptical about everything too. I think it's very human, and I thank you for being honest about it. Very, very human. But at the same time, some opportunities are right for you. And this is not about forcing your system into something you're not ready for. This is about empowering you and empowering your system to heal and to upgrade your health. And fertility is just a byproduct of your health. So all we're going to do here is help you develop the tools to upgrade your health at a physical level, but also mental, emotional, energetic, and spiritual layer. So you unveil the best version of yourself. And I yet have to meet a person who regrets having unveiled the best version of themselves. So
Oh, sorry, Sonia. I was just gonna say, I'll also say, Jess, like I was this is what I would have written in the chat too at the time. So I definitely will say for me, having the unlimited ability to reach out to Sonia, to text her, and then to have calls. For somebody who was skeptical, yes, like you're self-guiding through the modules online, but you're not, that's the only part I felt like was online, because other than that, you are interacting with Sonia over the phone on those privates. And then we're having the group coaching. Obviously, like myself and Natalia too, like we're part of the team. We're all interacting. We're all sharing like wins and everything like that. So I totally get it. But what I will say is like, I was skeptical, I did it, and now I'm here. So I would love to just talk to you more about you, and then we can see if it's a match. There's no pressure either way, but I get where you're coming from. I just wanted to add that because it does seem like, oh, it's online, but you're not going to feel that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. It is online because I cannot come to your house physically, but we do get very close. That is true. Any other questions, ladies? Thank you, Jess. We really want to meet you. At least let's have a conversation. More questions, ladies and gentlemen. I think maybe there was a man here. Okay, well, if you don't have more questions today, that's fine. Make sure you all walk out of here with your call booked and confirmed. Make sure you confirm it the day before. We will text you to confirm. We only take confirmed calls. We take this time very seriously. Make sure you show up at your call so that we have a proper conversation. You will learn in this conversation no matter what. And let's take it from here, okay? We're not trying to sell you anything. We're just really passionate about help you become parents. That's what we're doing here. Okay, so final slide, please. Okay, so I want to leave you with this. You are not here by accident. You didn't find your way to this webinar by chance. You are guided here by your longing, by your intuition, by something deeper that you know that it's still possible for you. Your desire to become a parent is not just your biology, it's sacred. It's a calling, and your body is wiser, stronger, and more capable than you've been told. Keep going, hold the vision. Your baby is closer than you think, and we would be honored to walk with you. So make sure you have your call. We will see you all very soon. And if you do decide to join my program, I will welcome you here and I'll reach out to you and we'll start talking one-on-one. Okay? Okay, ladies. Well, thank you all. And thanks, my beautiful team, for being here today. And let's make babies.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.